Section 7.8, Part 2, looking at work problems. For work problems, we have to assume that work is done at a constant rate. If it takes T is a variable, units of time to complete a job, then 1 over T of the job is done in 1 unit of time. For example, if it takes 5 hours to paint a room, then 1 over 5, or 1/5 of the job, is done in 1 hour. We're going to use this to help us solve our problems. It says Dan, an experienced horticulturist, can plant 1,800 seedlings in 4 hours. Hala, a student assistant, takes 6 hours to plant 1,800 seedlings. To the nearest tenth of an hour, how long would it take Dan and Hala working together to plant 1,800 seedlings? We're going to organize our information in a table. We have Dan, we have Hala, and we have together. The number of hours it takes Dan is 4. The number of hours it would take Hala is 6. Together is our variable. So per hour, Dan would get 1/4 of the job done. Per hour, Hala gets 1/6 of the job. Together, they get 1 over T done per hour. What I know is that Dan's work per hour plus Hala's work per hour is going to equal the amount done together per hour. So I substitute in the values from the table, and I have a problem to solve. The LCD of 4 and 6 is 12. The variable is T. So I'm going to multiply by 12T. And what I get after simplifying my fractions is 3T plus 2T equals 12. So 5T equals 12. Divide by 5, and it says to the nearest tenth of an hour. So I would round it, and I would get 2.4 hours is how long it would take them working together to plant 1,800 seedlings. Another work problem. Bob can paint 1,500 square foot apartment in 20 hours. His son can paint, if they work together, they can paint in 12 hours. How long would it take Mark alone? Organize what we have. We have Bob, we have Mark, and we have together. Bob takes 20 hours. Together, they take 12. So Mark's time is the variable. 1 over 20, 1 over t, 1 over 12. And we know that Bob plus Mark equals together. So 1 over 20 plus 1 over t equals 1 over 12. LCD of 12 and 20 is 60 with a t. So I multiply by 60t. And I get a 3t plus 60 equals 5t. So it takes Mark 30 hours alone to paint the room. And section 7.8 is a long section. So we're going to split this one up. This is the end of part 2.